Hey there, Wastelanders. It's Brudda Mike, and welcome to the first Sit Down Saturday. This is going to be a new series I do every Saturday where I just sit down and talk about anything and everything Fallout. Obviously, with the show going on, this is going to be heavy spoilers for at least the next 8 weeks. So, if you have not seen the first episode, please click away now. Alright, so now that anyone who doesn't care is here, I want to really thank you guys a lot for 45 subscribers. It means a lot. I started consistently posting 2 weeks ago now, and the amount of engagement and views and, 45 subscribers, I don't know. I just thank you guys so much. And also, shout out to Roland. He's the one that wanted to see this, so y'all thank him for that. But I have a few notes here I'm going to be going over. No script, no nothing, all off the top of the dome. So let's get into it. I have a big feeling that this season is going to be more about power and control compared to kind of last season's survival kind of. I guess the first season they're kind of testing the waters, but here, the first thing we see is Mr. House. And what does Mr. House do? He tries to control people unwillingly with a mind chip thing that they put on the back of the head. I also have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of stuff to do with the powers that be within the Brotherhood. I feel like we haven't really been shown the hierarchy of how different chapters interact with each other or how elders kind of clash with each other, and I really hope that's something we see. Now, they are going to be showing us the Commonwealth, so there is a big chance we're going to see someone be Arthur Maxon. And it's been 15 years, so that's 15 years of age on our boy. I have a feeling we could see maybe a little bit of a grizzled, even more battle-hardened Arthur Maxon, and that's something I'm excited for, but I'm really excited to see the Brotherhood fighting each other. I know that there's been, I think throughout the lore, a few instances, especially with the outcasts and even the outcasts within themselves. Look back at the Anchorage mission. After you finish it all, a portion of the outcasts attack the other outcasts because they want to use the technology instead of giving it to, oh no, what are they called? The sole survivor? The lone wanderer? Yeah, the lone wanderer. But yeah, see what happens when I don't have a script. Get prepared for me stumbling over words. But yeah. So I have a feeling we're going to be shifting from this vault innocence to the reality of the wasteland and kind of more of a focus on power, governance, and who truly decides the future. And I have a feeling we're going to see Lucy go into some more morally gray parts, especially with some of the interviews. She says in episode 4 and 5, we're going to see a side of Lucy that we've never seen before. And I don't know if that's maybe Lucy under control of the mind chip. We know her father's working on it, and we know from some of the spoilers, we see all those guys with kind of blood on their uniforms acting as like unison, maybe some pluribus type stuff going on. But yeah, that's something I'm very excited to see. Or maybe we see Lucy just lose her crap. Maybe we see her throw the gloves down and say, I'm tired of this. Okie dokie. And more like, I don't know. Oh no. Who knows? But I'm excited to see that. Ella Parnell, seems very excited to show that side of the character. But someone who we did not see in the first episode, sorry I'm jumping around, is the Brotherhood. Now, I'm pretty sure, maybe I'm crazy, but didn't the first episode of the first season not show any or... Yeah, I don't really think they showed much Brotherhood. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe they started with them. But, we're not going to just be seeing one Brotherhood, obviously. We're going to be seeing different chapters, which is different beliefs. Obviously, each chapter carries themselves a little differently. Maximus's chapter, which I think the showrunner called like the San Diegan something chapter. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they kind of seem a little bit more on the religious side almost, or on the power side. I mean, especially at the end of season one, Maximus's elder, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He wants to split away. He wants to run the Brotherhood. He wants to be on top, especially with Cold Fusion by his side. He honestly, I don't see a reason why they wouldn't want to be on top. I mean, you have unlimited energy. You're the guys on top. I'm also wondering if we're going to see that they have their own Pridwin. We see Maximus and Dane talking on a Pridwin. Now, I don't know if this could be another chapter's Pridwin. Maybe it's the Commonwealth Pridwin. But they're saying, Dane is saying, the Commonwealth is coming. They're going to kill us. So I have a feeling that not only do they know the power that chapter of the Brotherhood has, the Elder Maxon's chapter, but they probably know what they have. I mean, they have Liberty Prime. They have whatever Institute tech that they were able to scavenge. Now, don't forget, at the end of Fallout 4, well, not the end, when you break into the Institute using the Brotherhood of Steel, or any faction as a matter, but mainly the Brotherhood of Steel, they ask you to bug their systems. Now, I don't think that's only just to get information. I think that's to get, like, tech designs. Now, I know they were against the tech, but this is new tech. This isn't old war tech. We haven't really seen what the... Well, we have seen the Brotherhood does not like new tech. They'd want to destroy the Institute. But maybe we'll be seeing Institute integrated weapons, and maybe even some of their biological enhancements. We know Kellogg was like cyborg-esque, and we also know Maxon has cybernetic enhancements too. So, I mean, I don't see a reason why they wouldn't maybe start upgrading some of their beefier soldiers, or even Maxon, as a matter of fact. We could see Maxon even go deeper into this obsession with the true Brotherhood and such. Maybe even seeing himself try and extend his life further than it needs to be. I mean, why worry about what's going to happen to the Brotherhood of Steel, or at least your chapter, when you could, upgrade yourself and see it through? But that's kind of just crackpot theory. I keep going off chapter. But I also have a feeling we could see Liberty Prime, Arthur Maxon, and Proctor Ingram, as well as a few of the other proctors and quartermasters, the Doctor. Definitely not Dance. If Dance is left alive, he's chilling in the Commonwealth, doing whatever, dancing around. And I think we're going to really see more of Maximus's struggle with loyalty versus morality. We see at the end of Season 1, he does not like the predicament he's in at all. He wants to be with Lucy. I mean, I don't doubt him. Or I don't, whatever the expression is. I don't blame him for wanting to be with Lucy. I mean, who wouldn't? But yeah, and especially with that scene of the ghoul and Thaddeus and somebody in a NCR power armor, are we going to potentially see Maximus playing both sides? It could just be a stolen piece of armor. We know Maximus likes to steal armor. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the duality of Maximus, because now he's a knight. He's looked up upon. He's praised. All hail Knight Maximus. I mean, I want to see what his character goes through, because, I mean, that would feel good. Imagine a bunch of people hailing your name. You becoming a knight. You being told by the elder that you will be his hand, his sword. in his conquest of the Brotherhood. Now, do I think they're going to be successful? No. I have a feeling the larger Brotherhood as a whole is going to go, no, 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 no. You are not going to do this. And they're going to put their foot down. Obviously, in that scene, we see Maximus and probably, I forget the actor's name. The big-time actor, I can't remember. He's the one that jumps in and says, oh, we're going to be discussing a civil war. I love that actor. I'm very happy he's in the show. But I have a feeling we're going to see maybe Maximus see what the Brotherhood can truly be and not this more evil. Because obviously Maximus's chapter is more like brutal. We just see that they don't care as much, and it seems that they're more all about the saving the technology over anything else, which is kind of the most Brotherhood of Steel coded thing you can be. But I don't know. Also, Mr. House. Now, I could go on for hours about this. I am so excited to see what they do. I hope they don't just kill him off. I don't think they are. Him being on the screen is one of two options. And it has to be. And if it isn't, and they go some other way, they're going to be retconning New Vegas and basically making any choices we made as a courier invalid, which will instantly make everybody who's a fan of any of the games, especially us Fallout New Vegas fanatics, they're going to be pissed. I'll be pissed if they do something like that. I mean, in a few interviews, we hear them saying, oh, it's been 15 years after the Battle of Hoover Dam and every faction thinks they won. That's a little scary. Now, I can see that if there was a battle for New Vegas, that every faction does think they won. Let me put it in picture for you, since I have the opportunity to really go in about this. And this one is for you, Roland. He told me to talk about this today. So, let's set the picture. So the ending is the Mr. House ending. Mr. House pushes the NCR out of the Hoover Dam. Legion is totally just, their asses are kicked. Caesar's probably dead by this point. The legate is most likely killed. I mean, the courier has to have some crazy riz to talk to the legate, the beast of the East. Shout out Buffalo Bills. But I don't think he's even the beast of the East. It might be the West, but shout out the Bills. Yeah, sorry. So, NCR kicked out. Caesar's Legion in shambles. Yes Man still just chilling outside of the tops on the thing, on the street. Besides that, sorry, I'm getting far ahead of myself. So, Mr. House wins, takes over, kicks out. So what do we know about the NCR? The NCR is in Vegas mainly because of their president. President Richardson, I think. I'll put up a photo behind me. His main push in his presidency is taking the Mojave Wasteland for the NCR and presumably the Strip. Obviously, once they take out Caesar's Legion, they're going to be going for the Strip. They want the Strip. They want the Lucky 38. Even if they know a fraction of what the Lucky 38 has in store for them, they're going to want it. It's like a freaking bunker paradise. I'm getting far too ahead of myself. Sorry. So, Battle of New Vegas. NCR is pushed out. The president does not know what to do. His whole focus point for the presidency was keeping the Hoover Dam and taking over the Mojave. So what is he going to do when they get pushed out? You think he's just going to sit there, especially the colonel? You think they're just going to take that? No. He even says, the colonel says, you know this isn't going to last, right? You know I have people to answer to, right? And he's not going to be happy with this at all. And I wouldn't either. If your whole purpose for your presidency is squashed by some dude on a computer, you haven't even seen him. No one's seen him except one guy who mysteriously vanishes after the game ends. Who knows? It's probable House sees the courier as too much of a liability. He knows too much. He knows about his systems. He knows way too much. He could kill him. But, so, what does the NCR do? They bring the fight to New Vegas. And a battle of New Vegas. The first battle of New Vegas is what I'm calling it. First. Does that mean there could be a second? Possibly. We see in the final ending shot the crashed vertibirds. Obvious warfare went down on the strip, but we also see the Deathclaw skulls. Now, what I think happened is after House kicked them out of the dam, they full frontal attack the strip. They want the strip. The dam is lost. Mr. House has the dam, and the president goes all in on the strip. And an all-out war breaks out. Now, I have a feeling there'd be casualties on both sides. If the NCR is just sending everything they have at the strip, they're going to take down some of those Securitrons in the wake. And I also don't doubt that the remnants of the Legion aren't trying to seize an opportunity in that. And so we could even see the Legion in that battle. Potentially even, I mean, it wouldn't make sense. But, I mean, the Legion and the NCR frontal attack for New Vegas would be cool, but doesn't make sense. And with all the commotion of the battle happening there, I mean, you have to think, if there's multiple vertibirds, potentially House using the lasers on top of the Lucky 38 to shoot them down, the upgraded Securitrons using their missile launchers, that's a lot of commotion. And who isn't but, I'd say, maybe 4, 5, 6, or 7 miles out of the wasteland? Quarry Junction. And hence why we see the Deathclaw skulls there. I have a feeling all the commotion stirred in those Deathclaws. They hear all this. We have all those Deathclaws coming at it. I mean, I have a feeling it's very canonical that the courier does not go up against those Deathclaws. Have you tried to go up against those Deathclaws without being in endgame? You get murked. And even if you do go after those Deathclaws endgame, if more than one of them gets within arm's distance of you, you have about 5 seconds to kill it before its second attack just kills you. It'll two-shot you. So the commotion draws in all of the Deathclaws from Quarry Junction, and boom, it's a massacre. Both sides are trying to attack these Deathclaws, and I think both sides realize this is not going to be a winning battle, and it's especially not going to be worth it with all of this commotion and destruction in the strip. We see a huge hole blown in on the outside, right from where, oh my god, Camp Nelson? Oh, I'm forgetting it. The camp right on the outside, right in front of the strip sign. The NCR just comes right out of their base and just blows a hole through and attacks that way. They don't have to go through the checkpoint. It makes perfect sense. It's also very open there, but where else is that directly facing to? Quarry Junction. So I have a big feeling this battle amounts into luring the Deathclaws in, and both sides retreat. Mr. House recalls all of his Protectrons back into the Lucky 38. We know he can hold a ton. He had them all in there before the bombs dropped, and then they all left. On top of all the new Securitrons, which I don't doubt he definitely has some at the dam. I have no clue how long this recording is going. Oh my. 20 minutes, oh my. Um, and we see a destroyed strip. I think that not only is it um, feasible that we see that, I mean, it shows us that. And it also sets up a perfect landscape for this every faction thinks they won. If every faction is in somewhat shambles by the time of the show, it makes perfect sense that each faction thinks that they independently won. Now, I know people are saying, how the hell is Caesar's Legion still around? We have to first think about the way the Legion is. Yes, the Legion dies with Caesar, the Legion as a whole, but I don't believe that some of these people who have been indoctrinated since children, this ideology of Caesar, I have a feeling what we're seeing with Macaulay Culkin is a power struggle for who Caesar is. And I have a feeling we're going to see the current Caesar die and then Macaulay Culkin take over, and that's why they're all chanting, because he's the new Caesar, and that's how the new Caesar is chosen, by power. Kind of like how in Nuka-Cola, in Nuka World, in the Gauntlet, if you beat the overboss, you become the new overboss. Kind of that, like, primal, tribal, esque, like, way of finding out who's the leader, the strongest of us, the smartest of us. And I know some people are saying, oh, is this Legate Lanius or is this Volpez? I don't think it's either. I think we're seeing a Legate from far away who made his way to Vegas just because he knows, oh, this is what's left of the Legion. We see a small camp of the Legion. So I have a feeling that we're seeing a much more primal, tribal Legion now. They still follow kind of the same rules. They're still their Caesar, but we see that their way does kind of work. I mean, look at the roads are safe. Like the famous Oxhorn said, at least the roads are safe. So yeah, and that, like, the NCR, I mean, I think the NCR knows they lost. Because it's not looking good for the NCR. Yeah, but just with the environment, it shows us the crashed vertebrates, the Deathclaw skulls, and the strip damaged in the end screen, and that we may not get, like, an exact winner. And that makes sense to me. Now, even though there isn't a winner, Mr. House still has the dam, and the strip is powered. But something I haven't seen anyone talking about is how lively that Freeside looks. It looks like it has been booming, and I wouldn't doubt it. Mr. House was drawing in all of his customers through the NCR. He pushes the NCR out. The NCR then gets nuked. The NCR then gets their butts handed to them at the Battle of New Vegas. All these people that the NCR brought with them, I don't think they're going to go back. I think they're going to converge in around the strip. And what we're going to see is an effort from Mr. House to not only bring his customers there to live around the strip, but to start his own community around the strip as his own kind of cone of protection there in Freeside. I mean, it makes sense. We see a lot of people in Freeside. Now, that can be due to game limitations. Obviously, the Freeside can't have 100 NPCs in it, but it just looks more upgraded. It looks like it's had work done. It looks like it's grown, and I love that. I really love that they're taking, in my opinion, one of the least cared about parts of New Vegas, and the part I love most. I love Freeside. I have a feeling there could have been way more done with Freeside, and I think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see the true potential of Freeside. I mean, it's like the neighborhood outside of the strip. Why isn't it more populated? Why aren't there people who lost all their money living there? I mean, that is kind of what happens, but still. Um, I'm really excited to see that, and I think that's going to be something that House focus on after kind of this stalemate, because it was a stalemate. If someone did attack the strip, it was a stalemate, and that's what we're shown. And if Mr. House is still alive from, the ghoul turning around and seeing him on the screen, I have a feeling we're seeing Mr. House starting to rebuild his Vegas. We know it took him a few years to build it up, and when we see Vegas, or at least from the set leaks, Vegas looks like a dump. Like, it looks like everyone evacuated Vegas, and even when Lucy and the ghoul are looking onto Vegas, the door is shut. There's no one protecting it, human or Securitron. So I have a feeling that means Mr. House is like trying to stay as down low as he can. People know, is he alive? Is he dead? Is he in hibernation again? Definitely not hibernation. But yeah, that's something I'm very, very, very excited to look on. This video is approaching 30 minutes. Holy moly. It's just going to be me talking with something behind me, so there's no way I'm adding videos. Also, if anyone is still watching at this point, tell me what you want to see. Tell me what theories you want to see, what lore you want me to go over. I kind of have a plan with where I want to take my content to go. I won't spoil too much, but I'm building some very big props. Starting to build some very big props for my new setup. I'm planning to do more of a show-like format. Yeah, gotta find a way to get the Pip-Boy to stick. I think I may buy a prop Pip-Boy from the Wonder Tech guy. If you guys know him, he makes some really cool custom Pip-Boys. I'm honestly surprised I went this long. I mean, I did turn a 1 minute and 40 trailer into an hour and a half video for my first video on this channel. That video has been taken down because I'm just rambling just like this. But yeah. Also, I think it's really cool that we're seeing other people's takes on House. If they're seeing him take and build all of this stuff and get all these materials into the Lucky 38, it looks like he's the one that's going to press the button. Now, we know he doesn't want to press the button. It's bad for business that the world's ending, but it's something that he has to deal with. Hence why he has a body double. Oh, my lord. This body double. Conundrum. A house divided. I hate this theory. It would make sense if Anthony House wasn't the character that they establish him as. It would make sense if Robert House did not do a hostile takeover of H&H. We know, not only by that, but if we look in Fallout 4, the H&H building is a secret Robco brain, what are they called? Robo-brain facility. Robert House, if you guys did not know, does a full hostile takeover of of H&H years after his brother took it from him. I think he buys up all the stocks and then therefore owns the company, whatever, business mumbo jumbo. And we know that Anthony House, Mr. House's brother, that a lot of people are saying, oh, it's him. One, the man could not even walk outside of the H&H place without having meltdowns, because if someone looked him in the eye, he thought that they were stealing his memories or stealing his life force. He wore it's a weird hat. It sounds like he wore like a tinfoil hat around the place. He had weird rules set for his employees, and towards the end, like before the bombs, bro booby-trapped the entire H&H building, he put turrets everywhere, and then I'm pretty sure, please fact check me on this, you can find his dead body. You can find his dead body in the building. He is dead. He didn't put himself up on the screen, or after House died, he didn't find his way into the Lucky 38 and then plug himself into the machine. Mr. House, not only is he eccentric, but he is stubborn, and he is gonna make it. I have a feeling we can allow Yes Man to take over easier just as a kind of game design. I have a feeling that Mr. House is going to have multiple contingency plans. Speaking of contingency plans, do you really think he's going to let a robot in his own system that he is aware about take over? No. What's he going to do? He's going to allow the robot to think it takes over, and then slowly influence that robot to take after his plans. Yes Man, time and time again, says, in Mr. House's database, well, Mr. House planned, he follows his stuff to a T. Yes, again, this is just gameplay design, but I don't know. What I think happened is my Mr. House backup theory. If you haven't seen my Mr. House backup theory, this theory involves Mr. House. Pre-war, we know from Raul. Sorry, someone walked in, but thanks to Raul, he lets us know that before the war, there was a big scandal with Mr. House and two actresses. He had them come over, and he scanned their brains and then just sent them off. And then we come to find that those two are his two favorite girls. So, not only does Mr. House have the technology to scan his brain, but we see in his pod that he has something. Obviously, if his brain and everything is connected to the Lucky 38, it's getting all of his brain data. Mr. House is not only connected to the Lucky 38, he's fully integrated into its systems, which means it has his entire mind in those systems. And if anything happens to Mr. House, we know that he is stingy enough that even in death, he would want an AI version, excuse me, a AI copy of him in control, because at least he knows in death that he'll still be the one on top. And so that's my Mr. House Yes Man backup theory, because at the end, Yes Man says, oh, I found some code in Mr. House's database to make me more authoritative. Brother, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to make your own conscious thought. So who told you to do that? The system, Mr. House, in the Lucky 38. Not like his soul is in the Lucky 38. His mind is through the Lucky 38. He's been thinking through the Lucky 38. He controls the Lucky 38 through this. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but he's integrated into the Lucky 38. As we know, Mr. House is not only just in that computer, he's in every robot. He's in every camera. He sees everything. He knows everything happening in the strip. We see him watching people, not only before the war, like with him and the screens, but even after the war, he has a camera in each one of those casinos. He's watching everything. He has an eye on everything. It makes total sense. And if they take that route, I would not be angry. Yes, I'm a House stan. I'll put it out. I believe that the House always wins. And I believe that them even naming that path, the House always wins, is the creators saying, guys, this is kind of the ending. It also makes sense. If a guy put this much effort and this much thought, he deserves to win. To me, Mr. House is kind of like the main character of like Fallout, who isn't a playable character. I mean, he is him. He's the Tony Stark of Fallout. But yeah, this video has gone on way longer than I thought it would. So I'll just recap real quick. We're going to see a lot with the Brotherhood. Hopefully we see Liberty Prime, and with Liberty Prime, who knows? Maybe they'll bring Liberty Prime to the Strip. Maybe the Brotherhood will say, we're not stopping here. We want the Strip. We know the technology it holds. We know what they did to our pre-existing faction. I mean, most likely we murk the Brotherhood. There's not really or the Brotherhood gets killed, or they end up getting themselves killed because of change in leadership. I believe that the current elder that you find in Vegas is the best option, and that Heron, I think his name is, Knight Heron, while his concerns are true, the state that the Mojave is in, they don't need to be out there. So who knows? Maybe we see Liberty Prime finally return to his creator, and what the Brotherhood think is going to be a triumphant victory ends in their inevitable doom. Mr. House takes one step into the Strip, and he stops, crackling over the speakers. And who other than Mr. House's voice? You thought you could destroy me? And then he turns on the Brotherhood of Steel, and boom. New Vegas is protected forever. It has its own huge robot protectoid. I mean, Mr. House definitely has a backup into his stuff. We know the type of dude he is. I don't doubt that he wasn't secretly spying on the courier while he was within the vicinity. We know he can connect to his technology he can connect all the way to the weather station. But yeah, so those are kind of my thoughts. Those are my ramblings. If you guys liked this, if you did make it to the end, say Tunnel Snakes rule. If you would like to see anything else, my dog, if you hear that clawing, my dog is clawing at the vault door right now. We'll take the glasses off for this part. So yeah, I do want to thank you guys. Seeing my views go up on these videos and on my shorts is thrilling. Seeing your engagement, arguing with you guys. Please start an argument with me in the comments. I love to argue with you guys, and I'm thinking of doing a show or a video where I just argue over theories and stuff. I love arguing. I know people say, oh, that's all Fallout people do. Yes, it's a part of the community. It's why these games are so great. It's because we have these choices. We have these futures that can happen, and what stems from those futures, and the theories that come from those futures. I mean, I could go on for hours just about my house backup theory. Look at how long I went on about all I only hit three of the 6 topics I wanted to hit today. I mean, I wanted to talk about the commie chips and what those go into. But, geez, I keep stopping myself from ending this video. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys so much to 45 subscribers. I think when we hit 50 subscribers, I'll do some special, crazy, wacky video. I don't know. I'll think of something. Or please leave a suggestion of what you want me to do. I hope you guys have a great day. I cannot wait to see you guys for tomorrow's video. I'm going to be uploading every day. Trying getting out 4 shorts every day. But yeah, that's all I have. Thank you guys again so much, and shout out to Roland, and shout out to my boy Ski Lap, and shout out to all you guys who comment, all you guys who share your theories. I love seeing your theories. There was a guy the other day talking about how he thinks that Mr. House was gathering this kind of intel. We hear him say he knows everything. What if it isn't he only predicted everything? It's that he knows everything because he has moles and everything. It would make sense. And especially with how Hank is talking about talking to presumably him. I'm in your stomping grounds. You're going to be begging me to work with you. It's obvious that he had people in places that he had these promises to that he never gave up on, even probably Cooper Howard, and he's probably the reason why Cooper Howard got a divorce. But this is it. I keep going on to tangents. This is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much. If there's anything you want to see me talk about and sit down in the next sit down Saturday or a theory video, please comment down below. I thank you guys so much for watching this. And without further ado, you stay safe out there, Wastelanders.